we're looking at here is this is the T-Mobile G2X with Google by LG. And obviously you can see this will be available with T-Mobile. What this is this actually is a 4G handset using the HSDPA or HSPA Plus. Your downlink speeds are going to be 14.4 megabits per second on your downlink and 5.7 megabits per second on your uplink. One kind of focus on this is we're really focusing on trends. So this trend is going to be on this device. It's going to be dual core. This features the NVIDIA Tegra 2 dual core processor. Literally, it's two 1 gigahertz cores or processors stacked upon one another. The advantage of that is actually going to be faster application and startup, multitasking, as well as gaming. And the gaming is really what's going to come to the forefront with this device. A couple of things on here to show as far as the gaming aspects. There's actually an application called Tegra Zone. And Tegra Zone is actually a free download in the Google Marketplace. The good thing to mention is you can only run this application on a device using a Tegra 2 dual-core processor. And the reason being is these are console-level games of high frame rates. So what the advantage is different developers are able to go out there and write console-level gaming, what they haven't been before, and this actual device will be able to play that back. How that happens, it has a little bit to do with the Tegra 2 dual-core processor as far as the speed goes, but also the GeForce graphics card that's in here is very similar to the ones that were used on the early version of Xbox and other consoles, so that's how you're able to get console-level gaming on this device. Frames per second can go at actually at least 60 or higher frames per second. They haven't got a specific number on that yet, but we've seen some testing that actually go a little higher. So what I want to do is give you guys a little demo on what this looks like. So I'm going to actually grab one of these games and then kind of pick a demo. So I'm just going to scroll down here to the demo mode up here. And rather than play the game, we'll just go through a demo. Just kind of give you an idea of what you're looking at here. Okay. And again, these are going to be put out in high definition, over 60 frames a second, console level gaming. One thing to mention is when you're playing games on here, people really want to know on rotation as far as like how many axes. This is going to be 9 axis, digital compass, or accelerometer. So what you're going to get is whenever you're playing a motion sensing game, this is basically going to become your controller. So what you're going to get is the ability to move back and forth, side to side and up and down without actually losing it. It's actually going to be very fast, built in gyroscope as well.
Oh, it does have a gyroscope?
It does have a gyroscope built in there as well. And that's what's going to help, so there's like zero latency, especially when you're a turning game or like a labyrinth game, when you're trying to move back and forth and up and down. It's actually going to give you those 9 axes, so it's going to be actually very, very fast and responsive rate. Cool. Another cool thing that I want to do, jump out of this, we've actually got a video on here, so we can actually show the video content. So I'm going to tap on this video icon right here. They've got some demo movies that are loaded in here, so we're just going to pick this one right here. And there's a couple of neat little things that we can show on here. The first thing you notice down here, it says DTS. This is digital theater sound. It's going to be simulated on the device. There's actually 2 speakers located on the bottom, and then 1 speaker up here. So it'll be a simulated surround sound on the device. However, via HDMI, which is capable of HDMI, the ports on the top, it's a micro HDMI out, full HDMI into your television. It'll push out at 1080p, true 1080p. Okay? So you can actually see that content over there. As far as the DTS goes, if you have digital theater surround in your home, that will co-run as well, so you will get your surround sound. Another thing that I like to mention over here is we always like to talk about buffer speed on the device itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go back here to the beginning. I'm going to grab this and pull it over here, and I want you to see 0 latency or 0 buffer time. So I'm able to jump back and forth on this video, and it immediately is going to pick up there. That is actually due to that Tegra 2 processor. That's a great way to demonstrate speed on it.
That's phenomenal.
Another little thing to point out, it does have a front-facing camera, 1.3 megapixel for your video chat, okay? And on the back is a mighty 8 megapixel camera, okay? This is actually going to be a glass lens and high-end CCD, so you're going to get absolutely phenomenal imaging on this device. It is an autofocus. There are multiple different settings in it as well, such as ISO and other settings in there to make it real fun. So it's very comparable to a standalone digital camera. Right now, it is going to be a T-Mobile exclusive at this point, but you know, things can change. But at this point, we're really kind of focused on the G2X.
Speaking of T-Mobile, can we get a look at their speed test? See how it performs here?
Yeah, we can do, but I guess we could try. Yeah. See if we can pull this here. But with the show, everything gets really compressed down.
It's beautiful. We need to give you a front-facing camera. This one's different. Video chat and...
But that's not bad. Our ping rate was pretty good.
So the video chat anywhere. You don't need Wi-Fi, you don't need, you don't need any of that.
This is the device.
And keep in mind, we're actually in a very, very intense environment, so in the field it's going to be a little bit different.
Not a little high definition, but full.
That's still really good for what the building is right now.
Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Another thing to kind of point out on here is, if you notice, we're using the very, very standard version of 2.2. Okay, and the reason we did that, no overlays or anything else like that, is this will be upgradable very, very soon after launch to Gingerbread or 2.3. So that's why we did a very vanilla, if you want to call it, or basic standard, no overlays, because we want to make it very quick, very smooth update to Gingerbread.
Are there any LG customizations at all?
On this point, no.
Just the basic.
Very, very basic Android 2.2.
Do you think it will stay that way?
At this point, yes, because we want to go to Gingerbread. After Gingerbread, we don't have any information at this time. Actually, we don't have any pricing. Release date will be later this spring.